file, you can model a parametric wavy facade in Grasshopper. First of all, what we want to do here, let me just explain this step by step. The first step is to make a strip based on a simple plane surface. We can control the size of the X and the Y of the base surface, and also the number of divisions which we need in our project. So what I want to do is to, after dividing the surface into the strips, define a series of windows. The windows is going to be the size and the scale of the windows based on the strip, and also the location of each of these windows we want to define. You can see that I can control all of them. And remember that if you increase the number of the windows here, for example, if I put this to 7 strips, you have to also increase the number of the gene pool you're using here to 7. Now you can also control the last window and define the location. Remember, the size of all of the windows are the same, so you can change it here. And also you can put it at the extreme start and the end by just moving this to the 0 and 1 for the location. And you can also right click on the gene pool and randomize the location of the windows. After defining the windows, the next step is to convert them to a window simply just by giving an offset to that and producing the window and the frame here. The next step is to define the location of the wave, so I can change it here. Remember, because we increased the number of the windows, the strips, I'm going to also increase this gene pool to 7 so I can control all of those strips. Remember that you can also control the maximum movement here we have based on the sign, and also minimum thickness we have at the start, so I can control that too here by moving this. And also the location of the wave, so I can move the location of the wave. You can see it's moving down here, the second strip, and also the third strips. You can also right click and lock the solver and put that all into one location if you want all of them to be at the same wave form. So I'm going to unlock this, and you can see that I have them all in one shape. You can also again lock the solver and put that to 0 for some of them, and 0 1 0 1 like that, and then control it by this graph mapper. You can combine multiple graph mappers. For example, I can change the wave here. Again, I have to unlock the solver, so let's just run this and we can get different results for the facade. I can combine that with another graph mapper, and I have used the Rich Graph Mapper plugin, which you can also download from the post on our website, and you have extra graph mappers. For example, if I put that to another Bezier distribution, change that, combine that with a sine, you can see that I can control the sine wave and maybe just define the shape. So you can also combine that with different graph mappers, or you, simply just put that to none and use one graph mapper. Maybe we just want to use this arc, so I can give that arc shape to the building like that and control the shape. Okay, so again, I can use the maybe, for example, summation, and again, I can just change that. You can see that I can get different results. And after that, we can turn on the difference and get the final results, which is basically the difference between the windows and the facade. And finally, we can also change the location if we want to. For example, we can lock the solver and move these number sliders by random, and again turn it on by unlocking the solver, and we will get random results like this. Okay, and we can also turn on the windows. So I'm going to turn on the windows and get the final results, and that's about the algorithm. Also, the course members can download the tutorial, which is step-by-step explaining how you can make this from scratch and learn how to do it yourself. So let's get started.